You can find us at massageoptimist.com, and if you guys are allowed, I currently encourage you to pull your phones out and give me a like on Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok, or all three preferably. So, because we do a ton of marketing on there, we can talk about some of that stuff later. So, I'll tell you a little bit about me, what we do, what we specialize in, and then we'll talk about employment and what we look for. And then also, after that, we could just open up to general questions if you guys want to talk about specific types of therapy, you guys want to talk about modalities, or you want to talk about, if you have business questions, if you're planning on getting into business for yourself, we can do all that. Do we have until noon, guys, or a little?
As much time as you need.
Well, you tell me. Don't tell me as much time.
Well,
I'll be here for 3 hours.
Till about noon is good.
Okay. All right. Cool. So, at Massage Optimist, we specialize in therapeutic massage, and yes, I'm of the belief that all massage is therapeutic on some level. But what we specialize in is sports injuries, hospitalizations, surgeries, specifically multiple surgeries, multiple car accidents, just some pretty heinous stuff. I mean, like, my worst client fell out of a ladderway in the Navy, cracked her head open. She's got a huge divot in her skull. She was in a coma for a month. So that's the type of stuff that we do on the far end. On the other end, we do, of course, the nagging aches and pains, the tingling and numbness in the hands, things like that. Really, the bulk of our clients are people that have had massage before and didn't get very good results. So, has anybody had a massage they felt they didn't do anything? And did anybody get off the massage table and be like, man, I wish I had not wasted my money? I have. Yeah, definitely. Has anybody ever felt like somebody got massaged like you owed them money? Like, oh God, that hurts, right? Oh, I have, right? But not in a good way when it's supposed to be Swedish. I mean, that's one thing, right? But our massages don't always feel good because we're trying to get a specific result. Really, usually within 3 to 5 sessions, I'd say 80% of our clients' issues resolve, and then the rest are like more severe cases where they've been in multiple car accidents, or they had a car accident and an injury, or I saw a guy 3 weeks ago that was scuba diving, had a hold of the anchor line to go set the anchor, and the surface conditions yanked the boat and the anchor and him like a flag. So, that usually is more than a one-session deal, right? Like, I might be seeing that guy once a week for 3 months. Or you get a client that got hurt by their chiropractor doing a hard manual manipulation. I saw a lady that got hurt at the chiro, and she ended up tearing. She had a labrum tear in the hip. She ended up having surgery 3 weeks later, and then I worked on her throughout her recovery. And then just last week, she's like, "I'm feeling good." I was like, "Cool. Call me when you need me." Right? I don't even need to see her once every couple weeks anymore, because she's good to go. So that's kind of what we like to do. That's where we like to be as far as our practice. What are we looking for? Really, what I'm looking for is, one, in any group that I speak to, probably more like 0.25 of a person, because I got to talk to a lot of people that would fit what we're looking for. But really what I'm looking for is somebody that is motivated, wants to do therapeutic work, and somebody who already has a good network of people that they can plug into. So everybody knows people, right? But there's always going to be that one person that has a ton of people that are like, please, as soon as you get licensed, I want to come see you. That's going to be a good fit for us. The other end of that is somebody that maybe doesn't have that, but wants to build very slowly, or has to build slowly because of where they're at. Maybe they're young or whatever. But we do train people. We did hire an intern out of here back in October. And she worked with us for about 6 months before we hired her. She got licensed, and we brought her on. So people that want to learn more, we do that. probably once every 2 to 3 weeks for that 6-month period, and she learned a ton and comes out doing therapeutic massage at a much higher level. So a little bit about me personally. I graduated from Cortiva, I don't know, it's been almost 2 years ago now, right? Wendy says yes, so. It's been a couple of years ago. I also did structural energetic therapy while I was in school, so I did that at the same time, and that was once a month for 8 months. A lot of that's, you know, I mean, I'm sure, has anybody heard of SET? Anything? Right? So a lot of it really is just advanced myofascial techniques. There's some breath work, there's some spinal stabilization, some heavier cranial sacral, right? And then after that, I got out and I have a brand new license. I took my license, I was the first one in my class to go take the test. I got my license, great. Graduate, go out, start looking for work, right? I wanted to start my own business, but I was like, well, you know, I want to get into it. So I go and I apply at all places and I take my resume. And even if they don't want to talk to me, I'm like, here, please take my resume. My name's Ken, blah, blah, blah. You know, I got an interview. I actually got turned down at Hen and Stone. I was so mad. Because they already had enough male therapists. Sure you do, but you ain't got any as good as me. What's going on? So that was kind of like the last straw for me. I was like, yeah, done looking for jobs. That put it in my head, just start your business now. I was like, all right, well, I need a little bit of capital, so I ended up getting a job at this little spa down the road from me. Worst experience ever. I was there for 7 weeks. I can tell you exactly how many days I was there because it drove me insane. This lady had her boyfriend sleeping there overnight, which you can't do, by the way. That's a violation. It was sketchy as far as like cleanliness, whatever. Like it was above board, but it was just as far as like it wasn't sketchy like, you know, inappropriate touching or anything like that, but it wasn't a good environment, a good place to be. I was like, if she can run a business, I can. So I went and started my own, rented a commercial space, started painting it. Took me a couple months, got it opened up, and the rest is history. We've been in business now for 15, 16 months, and it's going great. This past December, last month, was our best month yet. Even after coronavirus, I had to shut down for 2 months. And yeah, that's right. Have fun doing that your first year of business, right? So anyway, it's a little bit about us. Any questions about that? Any questions about the background? All right. So what do you guys want to know about? You guys want to talk about what employers are looking for? So you guys want interview tips, resume things? What do you guys want? What would be useful, beneficial use of your time? So you got a lot.
I would like the resume part.
Resume part. Fantastic. All right. So the resume to me is important, but not for the reasons that you think. Because if you just submit your resume online and it goes in this database, there's an algorithm that searches it for specific words. That person may never read your resume. Okay? Here's why a resume is important. It lets you know where you stand and gives you a very important tool to evaluate where you are. Like a know thyself. This is who I am. What's your name?
Sure.
Cherie? Okay, so this is me. I'm Cherie. This is what I'm good at. This is where I'm experienced, and this is where I can help you. That's what a resume is for, right? So put your experience on there. It doesn't matter what it is. Okay, I don't care if you were the checkout clerk at a liquor store or something. Like, it doesn't matter. Put everything on there. Put the dates, because they hate it when you don't put the dates. They think you're hiding something. And go through and say, what about this job would make me a good fit as a massage therapist? So give me one. Where have you worked before?
Please, check cashing, customers.
Check cashing? All right, so check cashing place, did you do cash advances?
Yes, we did cash payments. It is more of interacting with the customers.
Okay. So what about that experience you think would be best put on your resume? Like, what about that is like, I did this really well, and it is a direct correlation. Did you have to sell? Did you have to suggest other products? Okay, so you have cross-selling experience. Why is that important at a Hand and Stone or a massage spa or whatever? Because they're gonna be like, oh, hey, you're in here, right? You're gonna get paid for the stuff that you sell. So maybe you upsell like aromatherapy, right? Or you upsell to cupping or something else, some other, right? That's what they're looking for. So gain cross-sell experience, right? So that's the type of stuff that you want to know. What else? Who else has had another job? Who's got a job right now? What do you do?
I'm a cashier at Lowe's.
Cashier at Lowe's? Cool, all right. So what's something there that you want to talk up?
Customer service, putting other people before yourself.
Money handling?
A lot of money handling, but
Right.
that's at my discrepancy.
But that's what?
I mean, it's at my discrepancy, but as long as you can count,
Mhm.
it's like
It's pretty easy, right?
it's the machine that's math for you.
Right,
so.
exactly. But that's not what it's important. What's important is if you're in a cash handling position, you can be trusted with money, right?
Oh yeah, I'm not the type of person to steal money.
Exactly. So that's something that you can put on your resume to say, hey, I've had a cash handling experience. It's something that employers actually do want to know, whether you're going to be handling cash or not. Because they want to know, okay, I can trust this person and they know how to count, right? If you're not screwing it up and you have a good long run there, that's actually a very positive thing. Who else has a job?
I do freelance here.
Freelance hair? Oh, I love that. That's great. You sell any products?
Yeah, I get them at Cosmopolitan and then
You sell, okay, great. So you got reselling experience, which is awesome. You understand margins. You know how to run your own schedule, right? You're practically a business owner now. How long have you been doing it?
like 3-4 months, not very
3
long.
4 months? Okay, great. So those are the types of things that she could use, like, hey, I have experience with client management, scheduling, cross-selling, reselling, you understand how margins work, you understand, those are the types of things that you want to spell out in your resume, because really what that is you're telling them a story, right? You're telling that person a story about you. So that's what the resume's for. Now, the best thing to do with a resume is to go print it once you have it. I don't even know what I'm holding here. It's a test. That's a workshop survey. Cool. So, hey, really pleased. Can I speak to the manager? Yeah, okay, I'm interested in employment. Does she maybe got just 30 seconds real quick? I could introduce myself, right? Just go to the place. Oh, hey, my name's Sheree. Oh, sorry. Pleasure to meet you. I have it. I just wanted to hand you my resume. I don't know if you guys are looking for anybody right now, but I love this spa. I've been here myself, and I'd love to be a part of the team. And then we could set something up next week to talk. How's that sound? That's all it takes, right? Exactly. So that's what you have to do, guys. Take the initiative. There are things, massage therapists are a dime a dozen. I hate to tell you that right now, but it's true, right? How many massage establishments did I drive by on my way here? Do you really think it's that hard to be in business? Do you really think it's that hard to make a living in this? It's not, okay? But what's the difference? Do you want to just make a living and squeak by? Because that's what most of them are doing. How many of them have you seen go out of business this year? Okay? It's the little things that make the difference. Taking the initiative, right? Showing up on time. Posting your business hours. If you have to step out of your office and you take walk-ins, put a sign on the door. Okay, I went to a mechanic yesterday and he lost my business because he didn't put a sign on the door when he went to lunch. 1:30 in the afternoon. I wait around, nobody shows up. These are the same people that complain about not being able to find business during the coronavirus. Okay? Don't give people an excuse not to do business with you. Just let them do business with you. People want to do business. When we were locked down and everything was closed, I had businesses and business owners that I was like, please take my money. I want to do business with you. Oh, I can't do that. Yes, you can. You hold your hand out. I put it in there. You close it. Okay? So don't be that guy. Take the initiative. Go shake people's hands. Find them where they are. Go to their office. Knock on the door. Ring the bell. If they're not there, that hand and stone that I got turned down on, by the way, I was there 5 times before I got an interview. 5 times I went in. Can I speak to the manager? No, she's busy. Okay, here's a copy of my resume. What's her email? Boom, I emailed her a copy of my resume. Next week I went in. Hey, my name is Cam. I was here last week. I wanted to talk to the manager. I heard you guys were hiring. They had an active ad. They're hiring. Oh, she's not here. Great, I sent her an email already. I'll send her a follow-up today. 5 times. Finally got an interview. She let me give her a massage and then she turned me down. I'm like, you could have just told me that before. Or if you don't like me, just tell me to screw off. I don't care. Just rip the Band-Aid off. Let's go. The question becomes though, if you have to chase it that hard, is that a place that you want to work for? Right? Because they've got an active ad and they're not answering it. They got people beating down their door want to work there, right? But they're too busy to see you. If you're not a priority before you work for them, you definitely are not going to be a priority for them after you start working for them. Okay? Do you want some? Is that good?
Yes.
Okay.
Like on the resume.
What about interviewing? You might want to talk about interviewing. What else? Anybody got any questions about what people are looking for, how to show up to the first interview, talking to the employer? Anybody want to talk about that? What about-
Well, you're looking for good qualities in a forthcoming person, obviously, and
Mhm.
they're candidates, but are they also going to, like you said, you gave a demonstration massage
Mhm.
an interview, and
Yeah.
for some, that's what the turn down was on your first one?
No, actually, it wasn't the massage. No, it's just I just don't think she liked me.
Okay.
And that's okay, it's not gonna be a good fit. But let's go over some things that people are looking for. I'll tell you what I look for. All right. So first off, be early. If your interview is at 3 p.m. and you show up at 3 p.m., I already have questions about you. Because if your client is at 3 p.m. and you show up at 3 p.m., is there a problem? You ain't ready. I don't care how good you are. I own the place. I don't show up at 3 p.m. if I have a client at 3 p.m. because I'm already set up and I know it. Right? I gotta go in there, I gotta unlock the door, I gotta turn the lights on, I gotta turn the table warmer on, right? So be early. And usually, now I'm from Indiana, and in the Midwest, you're 15 minutes early, but here, I'll give you that extra 5 back in your life. You can have that. 10 minutes. Okay? So be early. Next one. Dress for success. Okay? I don't care if it's a job you can wear jeans to, or a flowy hippie skirt and massage barefoot. I don't care. I don't care if it's a place that you can wear, that you're going to be wearing scrubs. Just like you going to church. Just like you going somewhere important. Okay? Please. You don't get the job if you don't dress for success and come interview with me. Because this is what I wear when I massage. I don't wear this to come talk to you guys. This is what I wear. Okay? Don't come in with some low-cut shirt. Ladies, don't come in. Dudes with hot water Urkels on, please. Nobody even knows whose Urkel is anymore. Can you say that? Do you know? Family matters. Come on, okay. Guys, please, 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 dress for success when you go. Do your homework. I'm going to ask you guys questions. You come and interview with me. I'm going to ask you questions about that I know the answers to, that you would know the answers to if you went to my website. Okay? So like, You come in and you don't know roughly, if you don't know what we specialize in, I'm not gonna hire you. I don't care how good a massage you get, because you didn't do your homework. Okay? You don't know what we specialize in, you didn't read our 60 plus 5 out of 5 star reviews on Facebook and Google. If you come in and you say, hey, I saw this review somebody gave you, it was about 4 months ago, and they said you did this. I like you a lot, right? You stroke my ego a little bit, but it lets me know that you read it. I gotta know. Do you even know what you're doing here? Do you know what kind of business you're gonna be in? Do you know what kind of environment you're gonna be in? I don't think there's a single picture, maybe there's one picture where I'm not dressed like this on my Instagram and Facebook page. There's one. Because it was a day off, we were doing something else, and it's in the post, okay? Right? So if you would have done this, you would know how to do this. Okay? Next thing, don't stress. No stress on the demo. Okay? So if you do a demo massage for me, it's going to be different if you do a demo massage at Hand and Stone, Massage Spa, Massage Green, is that even Massage Lux? I don't know. The chains, right? What are they looking for? They're looking for somebody that can deliver a specific type of massage. What kind of a massage is that? What? Swedish? Relaxing, right? Can you cross-sell, to your point, right? Is this person gonna make me feel comfortable, relaxed? Does it feel nice? Do I feel like they're gonna be able to cross-sell to me? Okay, look, let me give you guys like the hint of the year right here. Cross-sell to the person you're demoing on. Act like they're a real client. I don't care if you've never seen a real client in your life. All you gotta do is they're here on the table, and they'll probably start face down because, like, I never start clients. It's not never, but I usually don't start clients face down. But they're gonna be face down, and you're gonna be doing your thing. You're gonna be doing a little shampooing, and you say, "All right," and you just kind of get them relaxed, and then say, "Hey, before we get started, what do you say? We add a little aromatherapy? It's only an extra $3." And you get to smell this delicious lavender, and then you just wave it under their nose. They will hire you on the spot if you can do that. Okay? So put your best foot forward. You have the opportunity. The person who is hiring you is now your client on your table, and they have now put you in charge of their experience, so take advantage of that. Use it to get the job. Now, if you come and you are interviewing with me, I'm going to ask you how you would treat a specific condition, and I'm going to give you the second hint of the year. This will give you the best clinic class ever. I said this last time. I don't think anybody did it. Who here has ever had upper back and neck pain right here? How many of you are in clinic right now? How many of your clients have said they had this? All of them, right? Half of them? What are you seeing?
Yeah, usually low back.
Low back pain, okay. All right. If somebody has upper neck and back pain and don't work in their chest, it's gonna come back. Okay? That's your hint. You do not have to start your client face down every time. That's your next hint. And chest work doesn't feel good because nobody works on it. Start with that first. That's your third hint. Okay? Do something different. All right? Now, back to my interview. I'm going to tell you I have upper neck and back pain. Right here, it just hurts. I don't know what it is. Hurts all the time. Okay? I want to know what your question process is. What do you do for a living? What kind of activities? Do you do any sports? If you had any injuries? You ever been in any car accidents? You taking any prescription medication daily? Okay, these are the things that you want to ask. You ever take any hard knocks to the head? Concussions? Are you on blood thinners? Right? Those are the things that you want to ask. So you ask me those things. What I'm interested in my demo is not whether or not you can give me a good relaxation massage. You can do that, but it's not our specialty. What I want to see is your thought process. How did you work through that problem? Okay, so if you've got this and you don't work the chest, probably not that great, right? We might need to do some work. If somebody has low back pain and you don't work in the glutes, okay, we're gonna have some learning, some teaching to do, right? If you're not addressing the opposite side of the body that the actual pain is on, because how many of you guys have seen that the actual cause is on the other side of the body? Anybody seen that yet? No? You will. You will. Okay, is it this hurts? It's this. Now, you guys are in the best part of the you're like in the best class. Trigger points is this. It's where you're gonna get a lot of knowledge out of this class. All right. So what else we got here? So don't stress about your demo. Use it to show the employer that you can make them money. That's the most important thing. Can you upsell a client? Can you give a decent massage? Are you a personable individual? Do they like you? Are you smiling? Did you dress nice? Yes, that's going to get you 80% of the jobs out there, guys. That's it. This is not rocket science. You know how to do it, right? If you're coming to work for me, all these things, and then I want to see your thought process. I'm going to ask you about knowledge. I'm not going to ask you about the origins and insertions and all this stuff. What I'm going to ask you is, show me how you think through this problem. How would you treat this? How would you treat sciatic pain? How would you treat numbness and tingling in the fingers? What are you going to do for that? That's what I would do. Okay? All right. Next thing is, Sharon Rose likes thank you letters. She asked me to mention this. Okay? If you know that person's not going to hire you, do you really need to spend the time doing this? Do you? If they told you no, you're not a good fit, go ahead and send them an email or a thank you letter, handwrite it, deliver it again, let them see you again, make them say no to you again, okay? Because you don't know when they will call you. I've had it happen. Went with him and delivered my resume. 6 weeks later, I get a phone call. Oh, hey man, I was really impressed when you came in. I didn't have an opening at the time, but I do now. Are you still looking? Yes, I am. Thank you. Okay? Don't discount this. All right? Show the person you're engaged. If you come to my establishment and you tag me on Facebook that you were there, I'll be like, man, I like this person a lot. They're helping me out. They're helping me put money in my pocket. Right? The more initiative that you show, the more your employer is willing to help you down the path. Okay? If you're a brand new therapist and you go to a spa and you're working there, and you've been working hard, but you just haven't got a lot of clients yet. But then you rebook one or two, and they're like, hey, check out this new person. They rebook these people. And then the veteran therapist that is booked out 8 months in advance calls in sick. Woo-hoo! Yes. Okay? That's your golden opportunity. That is your golden opportunity to show that client who's been getting the same massage from the same person for months or years that you know something different and can get a better result than their therapist just because that person is the best person that they had found. You could be the new best person that they had found. Okay? Steal them clients away. You are a massage pirate. Okay? That's reality. When people come and work with us, I say, woe to you who does not show up, reschedules, or pushes a client onto my books because you will never see them again. I promise you. If you have a client that goes to Jamie, my lead therapist, you will never see that client again. And we've stolen clients from each other. It just happens. Okay? Take the opportunity. All right, does that answer the question about interviews? Is that good? All right. What else you guys want to talk about? Any other questions? You guys got questions about owning your own place or? You do? Okay, do you want to have an establishment? Do you want to do mobile? Okay, she wants an establishment. Cool. It is not that hard. What's that?
I was gonna ask like the first step to it.
Okay, first step is decide you want to do it. You're already there. Okay. So look. First step is get your license. Okay, so you got your license. Great. You file your app for your, well, you gotta, these kind of happen at the same time. For your company and get your EIN. Okay. This is all on Sunbiz. This is really simple. Hey, look who it is.
Hey. Hello.
So, go ahead.
No, I was saying Sundays.
Yeah. All the steps that you need are there. How long did it take you to do all the paperwork for Alchemy Skincare?
An hour.
Don't make it a big thing, please. Because what happens is you go to Sunbiz, right? And then you're gonna say, fill this out. And then it's gonna tell you, go this way, and then go this way, and then go this way. And then this is the last thing you need to do. Congratulations. It shows you what to do. This doesn't matter what city you're in, what state. They want to make this easy because they want you to be a business owner, because it makes them money. Because they're gonna be making money on all these filing fees and everything else. How much did it cost you?
Oh, $87.50.
This is the least expensive part of owning your business. So do it right. And it's really important to have these things in order because you're not gonna get any of that nice stimulus money from Uncle Sweetums if you don't have an EIN, if you're not paying payroll, if you're not paying yourself, okay? Just gonna throw that stuff out there since these are the times we live in. So file your application, right? Get your establishment license moving, find your location, set it up just like you're ready to open. Make it look pretty. The inspector comes out, says, okay, and then they come in, she's gonna look at your table, like, okay, there's no cracks. All right, where's your bathroom? You see that? Everything appears to be in order. Cool, here's what you need to know for your next inspection. Literally takes 30 minutes. It's easy. Form your company. It's a filing fee on Sunbiz. You do not have to elect how you want to be taxed at first, so just start it. Okay, you don't have to elect whether you're going to be taxed as an LLC or an S corp in the beginning. Okay, you don't have to know that. You can save that question for your accountant. All right, and then file for your EIN. That's it. I'd say that the hardest part of this whole process is finding the location. Okay, because you want the location that you choose needs to be consistent with the image that you want for your business. Okay? Does that mean that you need to have the most expensive piece of property on a highly visible street in the middle of downtown wherever? No. Most people drive by my office, they don't even know it's there. And then they have a hard time finding it the first time, and then after that, they know where it is every single time, okay? Our client retention rate is north of 90%. 90% of our business comes from word of mouth, okay? So it doesn't need to be that. It needs to be a nice, relaxing, comfortable environment that's consistent with whatever your branding is, okay? So don't make it hard. Just go to SunBiz. It'll show you the steps, okay? It'll show you the steps. Commercial. When you're negotiating with a commercial property owner, landlord, or whatever, it sounds kind of intimidating, right? That's just a dude out there trying to make a buck too, okay? So please do not make it complicated. What's the rent? What's the price per square foot? These are the things you need to know. Just go to Google, it's your best friend. How to buy commercial property. First thing you want to know, or how to rent commercial property. First thing you want to know, what's the average price per square foot in your area? Well, you know what? It's not that hard. It tells you. Google that question and it'll tell you. Okay, I'm just throwing a number out there, paying $100 a square foot. I'm not paying that, by the way. I'm paying like $12 a square foot. All right, $12 a square. He's asking a fair price. How much money do I need to put down? Probably first and last or a security deposit. You're talking no more than $1,800, maybe, okay? How many offices do you need? Is it just gonna be you? You're gonna have employees. If you want employees. So you might wanna start with maybe 2 offices, all right? You keep your overhead low. Don't cut yourself off at the knees because you're like, oh, I'm gonna grow and I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and it's gonna be this big thing. Don't count on that. Count on you first. Give yourself 1 office to grow with, okay? And then you can move on. Then you can grow from there. You can make those changes after the money is made, not before. Don't make decisions like, I'm putting it out to the universe, here comes my million. It doesn't work that way, okay? No, people do this in business all day long, all the time. Don't do that. Be smart, start small, build your clientele consistently by doing the basics over and over and over. That's how you do it. It's just like basketball or baseball, it's fundamentals. Okay. Does that answer your question about that? All right. What other questions we got?
Do you think which one do you think is better, like having an establishment or just how you said, what were the options you gave her? You said establishment or mobile?
Establishment, mobile,
So which one do you think is
contract.
more, which one do you think is better?
That's up to you. Okay, so
Say the establishment, I would say the establishment due to when it's COVID, when it's going on, you have to, I mean, it's gonna go on, and what you doing mobile, you have to be making people money.
well, that's one way to look at it. But
Most
there's,
people like that too, because they don't like when you use establishment.
there's another way to look at it. The other way.
Most of like, I have a clientele that's there, so
Right.
all of them want me to go to their house instead of coming to this, well, like going to the salon and things.
Somebody way smarter than me once said, don't start a business until somebody's asking you to start a business. Okay? You already have clients. They want you to come to their house. I guarantee you one thing, you probably have talked to them, they already know you're gonna be doing massage. Or people want you to come do massage? Right now. You have a business already. Right? Jamie just started Alchemy Skincare. She runs it out of my office. I just got a cosmetology license, establishment license. Never thought I'd have one. Here we are. She's had clients begging her to start that business for over a year. How many clients you have booked already?
15.
15 this month. She just started January 1. We're 15 days into the month. She's had 1 a day. Okay? But what's better is not dependent on anything except what you want. It really isn't. Having an establishment for me was the best. For me. I don't like going into people's houses and smelling their cooking and everything else. I've done it. I did that when I was starting. We had a hospice client. That was a long term, months. We were doing some seasonal stuff for like tourists coming in. We were doing regular stuff, just in people's homes that we met. really didn't care for it. At the time, I could charge more for it. Now I charge what I used to, I charge more than what I used to charge for mobile just in my establishment. But that took a little bit of time. So it's not really a better, it's a what's good for you. If you're already doing that and you're comfortable with it, you like it, bill on it. Just bill on it. If you, you guys can make a good living if all you did was chair massage in people's offices. We do that. I love doing events like that. The margins are great, super lucrative. I can even hire people to go out and do it with me and make more money than I would if I was doing a massage at my place. Does that answer your question?
Yes.
Other ways that you can do it, you can do a massage establishment, you can do mobile, you can do chair massage at events, at festivals, at offices. You can specialize in, I heard about somebody specializing in chefs. You specialize in athletes, we specialize in triathletes. We have a lot of clients that are like Ironman competitors. So when they're training for a race, I see them every week.
How does anybody explain that they specifically only work on like an athlete or a chef or someone else
Right.
in a certain profession? How do you only orientate yourself with one profession
So-
like that, and why?
So there's two ways, I think, to do that. So has anybody ever heard the term that there's riches and niches? Anybody ever heard that? No? Yes? Somebody has? Yeah, people in the back are not gonna get it. Great. I did not set out to work with a lot of Ironman competitors. What happened was I was networking, I was doing some networking with a group that I've been working with for a while. And there I met somebody who was a runner. I've never worked on this person, but she said, I want to introduce you to my friend Leo. Okay, cool, I'll meet Leo. What's he do? He organizes open water swims. So guess what? New Year's Day this year, New Year's Day last year, we're up 5:30, 6 a.m., heading up to Clearwater Beach to go do chair massage on the beach for open water swim events. I didn't know this at the time, but open water swimmers, a lot of times are also triathletes or biathletes. They do the bike, they do the run. Next thing you know, that first event, we had 5 clients from that one. I had to fire one, but we kept all the other 4. And we can talk about firing clients later if you want, but that's something you have to do sometimes. They're not gonna be good for you. Anyway, word of mouth referrals. Ask people for reviews, ask them for referrals. Don't be afraid to ask. The people that don't have reviews on their Facebook pages, which is everybody, is because they did not ask. The reason we have so many is because I ask everybody that comes back more than once. And there's some people that just won't do it, that's fine. But that's how we got into it, okay? You don't need to necessarily set out and say, I want to target these people. If you have an interest, and you already have that network, and what are you into? What do you like?
I'm a bunch of miscellaneous things. I like the outdoors and stuff. I worked at a ski resort before, so snowboarding.
So great, you want to work on skiers and snowboarders, right? You already have something like that? I'm just throwing that out there, it doesn't have to be.
Yeah, so you just have to network and
Just
meet
asking them.
people, get into interest.
Hey, I'm just starting this new business. First person that shows interest, great. I'll tell you what, why don't you come in next week? I'll give you a session, right? You're getting started. Okay, I'll come out and support you, of course. Oh man, that really helped. When you rebook that client, say, hey, was this a value to you? Yes, it was. How likely would you be to recommend me to somebody you know? Anybody? Cool. I'll give you a referral discount next time you come in. I'll give you $10 off your next session if you send somebody my way. If they book with me, I'll give you $10 off, $15 off. That's enough. That's enough. That's all you gotta do is ask. Give them a little something. Boom. Oh, hey, If you feel compelled, I'd love to have a Facebook or a Google review. Here's how you find it. Text it to me. It's that simple. So, when you're first starting, it's like a shotgun. It's just a scatter. You don't know what's gonna work out. That's okay though. You just wanna see what sticks, and then you'll get one person that does it, and then two, and then three. I work on a lot of nurses too. Great. So they're in the nursing profession. Awesome. They're sitting around between, between seeing patients or whatever, and they're like, oh man, this hurts. Oh, you need to go see my guy Cam. Massage Alchemist, here's his number. That's how it happens. But you have to get a little momentum first. Does that answer it? It's hard to just say, hey, I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna specialize in this. That group of people may not see you like they need to see you to come to you.
So you kind of stumble upon clients and you're
See what works, see what works. It's more directed than stumbling, but it's less half-assed than it sounds.
I understand that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, say, okay, I wanna try this and this and this. Pick three.
You go on your own path and you go on the flow and you encounter people.
Right. Pick 3 areas and think, okay, I'm gonna try nurses and this and this. Okay, cool. And then ask those people for reviews, and whoever vibes with you the most is where you're gonna go. Right? That's how it works. All right, we got time for like one last question. Anybody got a question? Comment, concern?
Did you guys already talk about what they can do now as their students? You know, what they can do now, like,
We did not. I did cover thank you letters, by the way.
good.
So, what can you guys do now? Other than study your butt off and practice, practice, practice. You have to practice outside of these walls. Okay? This place is an echo chamber. People here all share similar things. They're not going to give you honest feedback. Most of the people in here have never had professional massage before, or if they did, it's been limited. They can't give you good feedback. Sorry. Okay? They just don't have enough experience to give you good feedback. Go work on real people. I don't care if it's you set up your massage chair, you got your portable table, you still do that, right? Right, so you have your table. Work on people. Work on people who are not related to you. All right, so that's number 1. The other thing is, if you guys are not living here in some capacity right now, you need to be. This right here has made me so much money. Guess how much money it cost me? None. Okay? I'll do a TikTok video. These are all linked because Facebook and Instagram are both owned by Zuck. He's got these, right? Zuckerberg, right? He's got these. So you do a TikTok, it pushes to IG, you push to Facebook. Now you cover 3 platforms. Great. Anybody know you can do that? Anybody doing that now?
Yeah.
IG, Facebook? Love it, right? Okay, so take advantage of this. People have to get used to seeing your face. You want them to know you're in school. You want them begging you, wait, man, I can't wait until you're done because I need a massage. Right? Or whatever your hustle is. Mine's therapeutic, so people don't look at it that way. They're like, oh shoot, I forgot to call Cam and my leg hurts. Right? Or I told Cam I was gonna book, and here's his video, and then I'll get like 2 bookings online because they saw this. And it reminded them. It's a trickle effect. People need to see you. It's like, she's got my phone, but normally what I do when I'm speaking is I go like this. I turn it around, I smile, I snap a photo and say, speaking at Cortiva today. That's all it takes. You don't need to be like, oh, the purple space gets collapsed and it sends these people. But people don't care unless they're into it already. They don't care. They want to know, can you fix my pain or not? Can you make me feel better or not? Or you just say, you can make the same video 8 times. Make the same video 8 times and just change one thing. If you're a nurse, if you're a triathlete, if you're a swimmer, if you're a teacher, if you're a hairstylist, if you're this, and it's the same video, but you just grab the attention of like 7 different people, you could be telling them the same thing because you're going to treat it the same way no matter who they are, right? So there you go. That's another way to discover a niche. So do this now, practice, 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 and study. All right, that's it, that's all I got time for. Thank you, guys.
All right.